I come to you with some rather painful news.
And what is that?
Sinat is dead, Guide captured and killed him, and while we were trying to escape, we were so close.
And how was Guide able to stop you if you were close?
In the middle of rifting out with Sinat, Guide grabbed us both, killed him, and then threw me through the rift again. And I think I know why he wants me alive.
Explain.
Civil war within the corvids.
And the Whispering One?
He doesn't want to hear any of it. Not that I can blame him. This is what Guide wants, why he's been toying with me like this. Nomad?
Leave me.
Pardon?
You took the bait, Corvid. You walked into his trap, and you did so willingly. Played his game, and lost. And it cost you dearly. This is why I stayed out of your feud in the first place, though I guess I only have myself to blame. Leave me to mourn.
Hi.
Alright, I fucked up bad.
The hell did you do? You look like you haven't slept in like a week.
Haven't had the time or the resources. Long story short, Guide is stronger than we thought, and he killed off Sinat. Corvid Council's divided, and some have taken a liking to trying to kill me.
A civil war then?
Well, on our way to it, yeah.
Damn.
What's more is Guide may have tracked our last transmission here. We're not sure yet.
Here? Fuck.
It's alright. I have a device for you, should the situation arise. Keep this in your pocket and think of where you'd need to go. It'll take you there. A friend of mine gave this to me.
Alright, man. This better work.
It should.
Greetings, my viewers, listeners, and Inject tuners. It's your favorite night owl, Jet. Today I come to you with an interesting tale. It seems Guide isn't just adept with the rift, but is actually from it. You all hear about the civilization that tried to colonize the rift? Apparently, there were survivors. As to how many, I am unsure, but if Guide survived, surely there were others. I will be looking for any other rift survivors so we can hopefully find out what happened to cause such a horrid disaster. All we know thus far is the expedition was successful for about 3,000 years, Argon time. Bear suspects a dome failure. Dilopodon suspects the lack of resources. I suspect the plane that sent them refused to support them after sending them. Regardless of the answer, we won't know until we find one that isn't trying to take over the multiverse. Well, that's it till next time. I am Crow, and I bid you farewell.
The Nomad. I must say you are exceedingly difficult to track down.
That is the goal. I don't know what it is you want from the multiverse, but you need to stop trying to take it.
Oh? And you plan to stop me?
I am no idiot, Guide. I know that's a fruitless battle, but there is definitely someone, or some group, that can. No one is a mortal, Guide, not even you.
You are correct, and I know who they are. However, if my plan succeeds, it hardly matters if they're capable of it.
And what is your plan?
Ah. Now it is you who takes me for the fool. Nice try, Nomad.
Why are you here, then?
I am here to give you something.
What?
Well, You are a neutral party in this, yes?
I am.
Then take this. You'll know when to open it. Well, that is, if the time ever arises.
Seems this time I need to seek out Incinerion.
So it appears that it has come to be the day in which all of us will see the downfall of the head raven. Will mark the creation of my haven. Soon you will see me guide all of us away from the tide of the rise of suffering. Believe me, I am promising to deliver us from pain and out of the rain, created by the rule of Sinderian. As he ran his experiments within science, it is time for us to bring a new era where corvids will all begin to share a new vision within our own organization. We will put an end to the confrontation.
Ah, Sinderion. Right where I thought you'd be.
Nomad? I figured you'd need more time to grieve, though I suppose it shows how little I know about emotions.
Still haven't talked to Sapphire Guy, I see.
Well, as you know, I've been busy, and that procedure is particularly dangerous.
Indeed. Though I think Jet is right on this one.
She usually is. What brings you here?
Well, seems to have a bit of a run-in with Guide. He gave me a strange book. Said I would know when to open it.
Sounds like a trap.
However, I think you should see it, as it does have your bird on it.
That is peculiar. Thank you for showing me this. We should analyze it when we have time.
Agreed.
How many years has it been since our last talk?
You're here alone? Are you starting to lose it?
Not at all. I just know you're not armed with anything that can harm me.
I see. What is it you want from me?
Mainly to listen to the minds of this plane, to see how fractured the corvids really are. You will die one way or another, Sinderian.
You haven't done it. I see that you've had the opportunity to do it just now. Why not?
I am not the one to do it. The task belongs to another.
What does that mean?
You will understand in time. Seems Jet has acted fast. A shame that. I was hoping to savor your downfall.
Yes, Jet? What? Civil War? I assume it was started by one. Which members have sided with him? Just the Jay and Jackdaw? At least it will be easy to explain the truth to Dilopodon. Of course, he always likes to do this on his own research. Torval, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. Either way, thank you for the information, Jet.
Ah, you must be Jeff, the informant. I am Guide.
Alright, based on the voice, I know you're just Sinderion in a funky mask.
I take it he did not tell you I'm a shapeshifter. I take the forms of my enemies.
Shape-shifting. Teleporting. Alright. So I'm in trouble then, huh?
That you are.
Well, I've gotten out.
That will not work with you here, as I am made from the stuff that it uses to take you away.
Shit.
We here at Primordial Transmission Services provide the multiverse's first faster-than-light video and audio transmissions. The technology was invented by the Type 12 scientist known as Primod. We have been providing and reinventing our services for the last few 100,000 years. It was just 67,000 years ago that we finally figured out a way to reach through the rift to communicate to other planes. We predict that the transmission delay will be cut in half in a couple decades, Argon time. The current delay being 48 hours per 100 light years. We will continue to provide this service for free for the rest of the multiverse's lifespan.
Sinderium. Why Iridium? It was the place where we finally started to gain the advantage. If you're here to kill me, I implore you to listen to me first.
No, dude, I'm not here for that, and I know already.
Good then. What brings you here?
Figured you should see these files. I'll send them over your headset.
Thank you, Dilopodon. Ah, Alluron the Rook. How is it I haven't met you in person until now?
Well, I'm always out on missions. The burden of the plane I come from.
I understand. What brings you to Argonne?
Seeing Whispering One to hopefully put an end to the Civil War before any more of us die.
I see. I believe we should hold off on killing him if possible. I think...
Oh? Then why are you here? You know he's a serious threat. There's a reason he's on the council.
I'm here to confront him, and likely yes, I'll have to fight him, but hopefully I can stop him without having to resort to killing him.
And if you can't?
Then I will do what must be done.
Sinderian,
1.
you still act as though we're allies. You are aware we are at war, yes?
I'm well aware, Whispering One, but I know you're aware that we are alone in your own crusade. Well, aside from a few stragglers who dislike me taking advantage of the Civil War.
So you're here to gloat them. I took you for a better person than that.
I'm not here for that. I'm here to hopefully have you come back as an ally.
And if not?
Then I will do what has to be done for the good of the multiverse, though I'm confident you will listen to the truth.
It is you who fails to see the truth, Sinderian. We will meet again at a time when I'm ready. Farewell. So, it seems we have reached the peak of this war. I would like to thank all of those that have joined us in the recent months, and of course, I would like to thank the Whispering One. That's right, Corvids. You've all been had. We have all the information we need to find any of you at any given time. I give to you an ultimatum. Surrender now or be sent to the rift, one by one. Make no mistake. If any of you try to get in the way, you will be destroyed one way or another. I have no doubt in my mind that some of you will continue to struggle until the last of you are deceased. I am warning you all that your struggling will only lead to a rather painful death. I await your answer, and I look forward to your compliance. Average vegetation for a civilization of this nature. Unusual minerals in the rocks, though. Seems to be mostly feldspar and tuvite. Occasional selenite and quartz could be.
Some of these voices never go away. They came to stay for days and days. They spoke of many awful things, ways and ways to fade away. The words drift like smoke as I breathe through my mind, numbing all the senses of my inner intentions, to sing sweet hymns of an ancient melody, words of poison with no remedy. Now I will talk, and they will listen.
I hope my headset caught that. As I was saying, this plane could be a potential quartz farm. I'm gonna be taking a chunk for myself to make a new storage cartridge. We'll see how it goes. End log.
Greetings, my viewers, listeners, and in-jack tuners. It's your favorite night owl, Jet. So it seems our beloved Whispering One is in fact a traitor. It seems...
Hence, we are but legion, the ones who've borne. Strength of 1,000 voices for each
What in the...
roses its thorns. For if the blind cannot see, if the weak will not walk, why listen to their babbling if none of it's talk? It is those that have fallen from heaven and risen from hell, that cast shadows between words for which few may discern some. Why would I be afraid of the dark when nothing will remain except for our regrets?
So it seems he's already speaking with the entire plains. Saves me the time, at least. He and Guide are working together. You heard me right, Night Owls. He's a Shrike. In other news, the Council is working on a response to Guide's ultimatum. My proposal is we disband all non-council members until Guide is deceased. We shall soon see which route we take. Well, that's it till next time. I am Crow, and I bid you farewell.
So, how did it go?
This time he fled, however, he seeks to confront me later.
Why later? He hasn't needed to kill anyone yet, so he's not weakened.
Not sure. It is peculiar. Perhaps he had a plan and forgot the materials.
Perhaps he has to consult someone.
And who would that be?
Not sure, but there's been something off about him for a while.
As I understand it, grief does change many people. Could be a byproduct of Synap's death.
It could be.
I was wondering when you'd show up, admittedly sooner than I thought.
I figure, why draw it out? Save myself some time later.
Well, frankly, I agree. I'd rather it just be done with myself.
Good to know you too have become adept with the rift.
I've been practicing, as it may be the key to stopping Guide.
Could be. I suppose it hasn't been tried yet. Tell me, have you learned how to rift others yet?
I apologize for the lack of honor in this tactic, but at this rate I feel it may be the only way to cease this madness.
Seems I wasn't the only one who was ready. In a way, I'm proud of you. I yield this fight. The war is over.
You'll have to tell me where you learned to rift others at some point. Now back to focusing on Guide.
Hello.
Greetings. I take it you're Ileron?
Yes. I can tell by your voice you're Nomad. What brings you out this way?
Just a few questions.
Ask away.
You're from the plains Sodium, right? How did you come to ally with the Corvids?
I couldn't stand what the average person on the Sodium stood to gain, so I left. As you know, the Corvus stand to protect the multiverse.
Interesting. I recall from the meeting that you tend to be on missions frequently. If I may, what do they entail?
Either delivering messages that we can't have waiting for the transmission, or killing various enemies of the Corvus. Usually Shrikes, occasionally a splinter group.
I see. That being said, what do you think Guide's motive is? I assume power hungry, but no, I'm not so sure.
You're asking me?
I know you're smarter than you let on.
Clever. If I had a guess, I think it is some sort of preventative measure. I think he wants to gain control or prevent another rift disaster, or rather an extinction event in general.
That would make sense.
Ah, Whispering One. How did it go?
He beat me this time.
I see. It was a worthy attempt, One. Ultimately, you did enough by putting some unrest into the minds of the Corvids.
Is it time for me to truly reveal myself?
It is. As it's only a matter of time before one of them pieces it together. Dilopodon already figured out the truth about the other you.
I thought I had a little longer. No matter, we're ready to put an end to this pathetic squabble.
That we are. Back to our old ways. We keep each other informed, but each choose our own maneuvers.
Agreed. It's time we make our move after 20 years of near silence.
Ah, good. I found you. I need to inform you of something rather disturbing.
What's happened now?
Whispering One is actually a Shrike spy, and while there are a few theories floating around, I think he's from the Rift, same as Guide.
Odds of that are fairly low. What makes you think that?
A few reasons, actually. Guide is the only one we've seen thus far, and surely there are more. Whispering one acts like a Type 11.
Type 11? There's no way he's in the Type 12.
Exactly. And aside from that, Sinat wasn't his brother, he was actually another Whispering one.
As in a clone, or the theory of eternalism?
Eternalism. Dilopodon was the one to figure that one out.
I see.
I was actually hoping we could work on a plan to bring Whispering One down. For good. I should have when I had the chance, but...
I thought you made the right call for once by letting him live. But here we are.
300th day of the 567,000th year tracked on the plane hydrogen. Dating this so as to inform the corvids that are behind on this as to when this message went into effect. We hear your ultimatum, Guide, and now that the war is over, I am here to provide you with your answer. Corvids that are not on the main council have been ordered to leave the corvids and surrender. They are to retreat to the hold on the plane Carbon for the next few days. Rations have already been sorted out. As for the main council, we will not surrender. We have discussed this and firmly stand against your bid for control of the multiverse. We, as the corvids, cannot allow your desire to be realized. You may know where we are, but we are ready, Guide. Submit now, or be executed via kinetic weapon once captured.
Jet launched the broadcast a couple days ago, right?
Yes, it has for certain reached Guide by now.
Think this gambit will work?
Hard to say, though. It does seem to be our best shot at this point.
Yeah. Let's hope this ends here and now.
Well, it could be a few days before it even begins.
I'm aware. Just rather not spend days standing here.
I concur. Might as well try something. I see, that does work.
Well, I figured you'd be waiting for me, Sindirion. But as far as for you, Nomad, I thought you were staying out of this.
Not at the cost of the multiverse, Guide.
I see. I suppose you're going to make me fight through you to get to them.
Yes.
That is not how to defeat me. Where did you... I sent him home. That's more of a punishment than I could ever deliver as free. You shouldn't be able to get. I thought. I will take you down after I recover. Jet? Damn it.
An important update on the assault on Guide. The plan has failed, therefore we must keep you all out of the corvids for a while. Nomad and I survived our encounter with Guide. I even managed to defeat him, but he fled. We'll circle back to that in a second. More importantly, Nomad and Aluron are currently working on finding Whispering One. They're operating separately, but I'm confident that one of them will find him. As for how the fight played out, Guide promptly sent Nomad away, and took me to a particularly damp part of the rift, which as usual took away my gun. Which brings me to a few things that have been bothering me for a while. I managed to get a slash in his face, though I felt like I was moving through rather dense atmosphere, and as you know, the rift has next to no atmosphere. I assume it's a sort of defensive ability that Guide has, but there are a couple other things that have been bothering me for a while. The fact that I'm not dead, and the fact that Guide didn't react when I attacked with the sword. As well as the fact that the mask itself bled. I think that rifting others may take a lot out of Guide, and maybe that's why he didn't really react when I swung the sword at him. For obvious reasons, we shouldn't rely on that for now. I'm having Dilopodon look into whether that theory is correct or not. About me not dying, I suppose the initial theory of the rift being instant death is incorrect. I will say I have been slightly ill since my encounter with him, though. As for the mask bleeding, I have no answers or theories for that. I plan on meeting with Sapphire soon. I shall add me being ill from being in the rift to the docket of things for her to take a look at. But either way, be safe out there, and watch each other's backs. So it seems that Sendirion is capable of more than just defending the nest. I am astounded that he caught on to such a niche factor within the rift as fast as he had. Especially given that even for a Type 10 he's not that bright. Either way, I must swap masks for now until Whispering One is able to heal this one. A shame that, I quite enjoy this mask. A lot of history tied to it. But ultimately it will return soon enough. For now I shall wear this to spit on the face of the corvids. Do not expect me to leave the rift much for now. I must recover. But be sure to follow Whispering One's orders in the meantime. So you're the mysterious Sapphire.
That I am. Jet informed me that you're looking to take the necessary steps in becoming a Type 11.
Yes, it has become a necessity. I would also like you to look into my rift affliction.
For the rift affliction, I'll just need a simple sample of blood. I'll be able to look into that later today. As for the Type 11 process, it's going to be long and arduous. At least a few trips, given the emotions, can be overwhelming if not given in segments. Today we're starting with fear.
Out of curiosity, why fear?
Well, if we don't do fear first, you won't want it. Once you have the others, but it is equally important. Sit right here and don't move.
Very well.
Ah, did not expect Aileron to be the one to challenge me.
Well, someone had to.
Indeed. Welcome to the only part of the rift that is still habitable by normal people. What? No matter.
Your fight is now over after far too long. Jet, Whispering One is now a confirmed kill. No pulse.
And so it goes that I can act within the shadows and finally do what needs to be done to satiate the rift. Nothing is beneath you. You've sent me somewhere. You I've been peaceful. I've been you should have killed me when you had the chance. Instead, you did the opposite. You resurrected something terrible within myself. Something long dead. Guide. I haven't known this emotion for so long. You helped me remember how to hate. You do not realize the mistake you made. Guide, you will learn that conflict is not beneath me. Violence is not beneath me. The multiverse will not fall. Your plan, the whispered one's plan, will fail. I will ensure it by force. This is not revenge. This is peacekeeping. Guide. Feel my